What is good, guys? Let's do day 7, I guess, of backtesting until we are profitable. So I've just got off live. That's why you can see that my energy has kind of deteriorated. I'm from live trading today, and I'll upload the video too. You'll see it on YouTube. So I got one loss and one break even. Yeah, I think that was all. Let's see what we're going to back test today. So let me go to NAS100. So in my not in my previous backtesting session on YouTube, but in the morning when I was backtesting, I took this trade and some other small trades on the NAS. But as you know, we were trying to take some inputs on GBP JPY. So as of now, I think we can do some small analysis because GBP was in some kind of consolidation, and let's see if we can find a trade in that well after the breakout of the consolidation. So let's go to the daily. On the daily, what do we see? We can see we have an order block right here. Market was in a downtrend, and when we go to the monthly, and it was making some kind of corrective move, so we would expect it to drop even lower. For 1 week shows the same thing, downtrend, moves up to the upside, fills the gap, and then drops again. So we're waiting for a very big drop to the downside. When we go to the daily now, we would mark up some important liquidity points to be taken out. So first of all, we can see we have this low. It's a good liquidity point, this one right here, and after even marking that low, you can see that we need to rebalance this move right here. So to rebalance it, we have to get to equilibrium. So we take from this high, we take the fib retracement from this high to this low right here, and let's extend it a bit. You can see it tapped slightly into 0.5, then bounced back up. So these moves are the ones which will help us see if we will drop rather into this zone right here, and our anticipation will be dropping into this zone, filling this gap, and retrace and hit here, then head for the lows, since we were in a downtrend. And we might also expect it to reverse maybe after that, but we'll see what it tells us. We're not trying to predict, we are going to react with what we see So let's go to the 2 hour. I don't think we need this fib retracement. We saw what we needed. So currently we can see it's okay. This plugin is showing us the sessions, but we can see that the previous daily low was taken out, and it was Wednesday, February 17th, afternoon PM session, New York. Previous day low was taken out. We have the previous day high resting right here, and we also happen to have some liquidity resting right here. So if market gives us confirmation of going higher, then we would look on taking a trade going to the upside. So we go to the 1 hour. You can see this price leg here. Market jumped, then create the corrective move, taking up this liquidity. And with 30-minute, we can try to look for a shift, a fair value gap retest, then we enter and see if we can get like a buy to take out the previous day high. So the reason you might be wondering, the reason I want to take out the previous day high is because after taking out the previous day low, you might need to rebalance a bit, take out the high, then drop, because after all, on the high we have a key important level, this order block, which will hit, then drop even further. So there's this block right here, which is a 30-minute OB. Okay, then go to the 4 hour. We can also see this small move in here was rebalanced. So if price moves to the upside, we might target this order block, and if it moves to the downside, we target the liquidity points right here, such as this one. There's a higher time frame sell side liquidity and lower time frame sell side liquidity. So let's go to the 1 hour now. Wait for a confirmation entry if we and wait for an entry, and actually right here we can see that we've got a breaker, small breaker right here. So uptrend, breaker, broken, then market hit the breaker, then headed lower. So it might not actually need to reach this order block. Let's go to the 15 minute now. So what do we see on the 15 minute? Our breaker was touched right here. You can see it, breaker, good, coincides with the fair value gap, and this is a 15-minute breaker block. So it's a 15-minute breaker block. So reacted off of it, tried to drop, came back a little bit, started moving slowly, created the fair value gap, retested. So this would be a good time to enter, but since we are late, we might be risking too much on this one. So it will be something like this, and we'll be targeting somewhere here. It will be a 1 to 5. If we would have entered early, we would have entered somewhere here and have a better risk to reward. So let's play this and see. As you can see, it started to drop a bit, but then consolidated for some minutes. So maybe I think this is out of session because it's now 2, but since Asian session has started, you can expect some big moves, no worries. So liquidity generated, and we might expect to take it out because these are equal lows. GPY is behaving really crazy. We can see we're about to be stopped out, but it was really ranging for a long period of time, as you can see. Ranging, and by this time it's actually Thursday, the next day, and it's still ranging a bit because it goes down, goes high, goes down, goes high. So except if we should be scalping it, but I don't really like scalping pairs like this. Let's see, let's get stopped out and get out of this trade. That's what we're waiting for. If we weren't stopped out already, a few pips. All right, so we are out. Go to the 30-minute. You can see that was a good trade because it started going into profit, then reversed afterwards. So if you would have closed here, it would have not been a good trade because we didn't want to take a 1-to-1. So probably we'll look for another entry later. So let's keep this image because we'll have to add it to our journal. Okay, so let's find another backtest in the meantime as GBP/JPY keeps on ranging. You can see it's not making some clear price move, so let's wait for it to have a clear direction. And I was thinking, how about we work with GBP/USD? Great, so let's go to the daily. I don't know what diagrams are in here. So the prediction we had before was to drop then push higher. Alright, so let's remove this and do a clear analysis from scratch. We've got let's go to the 30 minute now. You can see it's an uptrend of the 30 minutes on the daily. It's heading higher, and the monthly was in a downtrend, and we're about to make a small corrective move. Why the corrective move? Probably to rebalance from maybe this high, this low, so it might be about to rebalance when we go to the, but that's on the monthly, so we can't quite head on just right on. When we go to the daily, to the weekly, sorry, you can see that market had started to make some upward moves, small upward moves, and when we go to the daily, yeah, you can see that it had started ranging for a bit, but dropped, then ranged again, and started trying to make a move to the upside. So maybe let's see if we can find a buy, because I think this is one of the times where it would like to go a bit higher, because after this shift in structure and having this uptrend, you can have this daily order block which forced a reaction here. We hit it, then we head higher. We go to the 2 hour. You can see that we were in some kind of ranging, and maybe we would expect like a sweep of liquidity, then a push higher, as in a total soup. So might be probable, it might be not, so let's wait and see. What time is it? It's 18 on Thursday, so let's see if we can take a trade on Friday. Right, so let's speed it up. Okay, 20, 24. Right, so let's add like an hour. So it's 1, it's 2. When we go to the 15 minute, 15 minute, you can see the market was heading to the upside. Actually, we had our first sweep on Wednesday. We pushed higher, and actually by pushing higher, we should mark at a level that we are targeting. Let's mark up some liquidity levels that we will be targeting on the upside. So we have this liquidity level, this high, and then we go to the 2 hour. Can also mark, this is the next high, so we're probably targeting to rebalance here. Right here, and let's go to the 15 minute, of course. It's currently 2, so let's see if it gives an opportunity. Got a sweep, this equal lows taken out, reaction on a fair value gap. So the 5 minute now. Okay, a retracement into the fair value gap, then we enter for a long this low, target this highs. So let's first, before we take it, let's see how it reacts. Let's see how it reacts off of these fair value gaps. Might be entering a bit too early, so we enter here, and this will be our trade. Let's see how this one goes. Okay, we were also stopped out. Damn, pound pairs are really scary. Let's see if it reaches the level though. Maybe it's our wrong entry model. So it didn't reach the level, and we were stopped out. Okay, still trying to figure out why, but yeah, no worries. Let's see what New York done. So by the New York open at 9:30 right here, it was consolidating. So what was this move? It's a crazy drop. Anyways, not a bad trade, so let's keep on pushing and keep on backtesting, and until we meet again, peace.